here all day. I need a motion to approve the minutes
40 minutes.
of the May 5th. You gotta get-
I was. I'll make said motion.
Second. You have to sign anything.
I left my business cards and that other thing on Jason's desk. The other thing. You hurry to go to bed, I forgot.
All your VS business
Yeah.
cards, well, you won't need that.
Then I didn't go to bed. Your shit.
I couldn't find one that said one.
So she gave me this one to make notes on, and then I get a new one, but I told Glenn, I said, give it mine, cause I already got it. Because Pat's usually changing it till the last minute, so. So I get one all marked up and then.
Right, yours still overrated.
I thought I was.
Yeah, and what's bad
Okay,
about
and
Gary
motion
is,
to approve
you know how
the
when you
June
sit in a
docket.
meeting, and you kinda sit there and go, hey, what do you think about this cat, you know? You can't do that with Snake living,
No.
because you go, what do you think about this cat? Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, get
Oh, I
you
think
big
that
buck.
guy's an
And then
idiot.
everybody turns around like, oh, Jerry, shh. Yeah, I just quit talking. And then you talk to somebody else, he'll go, huh, what?
I got here.
Tells me that a lot, too.
I can make fun of it. I got here used
He
to.
requested
I tend to embarrass her a lot.
clarification.
Yeah, I said, you're no fun.
He goes, they can't sit back here and make comments about stuff. We ain't sure what it is, so I'll do it. Okay, under new business, Pete, wanna give us an update on GEP?
Oh.
What do you want?
Can't prepare for any speech, but
It's over there.
Shoot from the hip. We'll stare.
I just, nutshell,
Have to get a printer.
some of you were here Friday, I think, so. This is,
You want it right up here? Nah, it's-
These are the.
we can turn it on. Huh?
Friday. And Ken said you can
Right,
send
we're
it.
still 6
But I
hours
didn't.
later.
So he was apologizing, this is not the finished product yet, he's gonna get you laminated, he's gonna get it.
It'll be at 7 o'clock.
Anyway, I thought it would be helpful down here for people trying to visualize what this is all about, to see the flag, so. These were actually, I think, first made available last November when they first announced it. It was like they were asking Friday, they just how accurate they were, and they said they're about 80% accurate, so that's what they're really all.
I need a motion to approve the
Everybody, I
minutes.
think here knows, you know, this shows where it's located, it's located out here. South
I was.
town.
I'll make said motion.
Out there about 2 miles.
Sorry.
And the guys are working with Ken and with Kirsty and so forth on possible, grant opportunity for helping with the utility line extension, so that's all done. What they really, were down here, the company was here Friday, they closed on their loan for this is the phase 1, this is the Camden recycling. That's just a separate picture of it over there. We also got one of these panels for the refinery, but that'll be a little bit later, although not much. But anyway, they've basically got their money secured for the recycling part of it, which they refer to as phase 1 of the overall project. And so, you know, as we speak,
Okay, I need a motion to
Scrambling
approve
to
the
get
June
ready
docket
to
and
get
the allowance stuff.
to start letting contracts and so forth to get the engineering work done for this. And they're hoping to be able to, start, you know, letting contracts for pre-engineering work, to get that moving right up before July. So that's what they're shooting for. They say they don't know for sure, they're guessing it's gonna be anywhere from 90 to 120 days to get the
Okay.
engineering work all done. They won't know we'll get the quotes back on
Review
it
the
and so
requested
forth. The owners are saying they'd be ready to start breaking dirt by November. The general contractor says October, so we'll see who turns out being right there.
Ain't sure what it is.
I guess
Okay.
the most
Under new
newsworthy thing
business,
was,
Pete?
everybody knows it's taken them about 5 months to get the money in place to do this portion of it, which is, that's the larger of the 2 buildings, but this is more expensive than back here. This is about
Shoot from
twice
the hip,
as
buddy.
expensive
I
as
just,
this up here.
Nutshell,
This
some of
is
you were here Friday, I think,
roof
but
on this building
this,
here.
Ken
Ken, these are the same drawings
There's about
general, they have enough rail that they have built on site. I think you spot around 130 cars, so he was, they got 5 finished product, yeah, he's gonna rail is laminated, they're gonna get them on the whole, and that'll be a part of the project, that's not. Anyway, I thought it would be helpful down here for people trying to visualize what this. Anyway, the thing is that since this has been delayed, these were actually, they got, I think first made available last November, when they first had it finalized within about 60 days. Like they were asked Friday, for the funding for the second set, probably 80%. If that comes to be, they more than likely will build them both. Everybody, I think here knows, you know, it's just, they may go what's located, sound located out here. Time schedule. South of town. And that's basically it. They plan that, anywhere from 12, 15 months, something like that. You guys are construction on it. And so they're looking to have them possible, at least 100 construction workers on site those days. Philadelphia, all this is federal. What they really, down here now, they'll be here Friday, they closed on their one for crew. Yes, this is building one, this is the Camden recycling. So that's just, and possibly this one too, depending on how that goes. This one's for sure, and this one's very likely, I guess you can say right now. Anyway, they basically got their money secured for, the general contractor for Briner building out is phase 1 of the. Bluffton tells them, you know, it'd be a little more economical for them if they build them both at the same time, so, and share crews and so forth, and so, I start letting, I'll at this point be surprised if they don't wind up building both. Pretty much, they're hoping to be able to, start, you know, letting contracts for pre-engineering work, you know, hopefully be operational, you know, by the fall of, they say it's, they don't know for sure, they're guessing it's gonna be anywhere from, that's what they're, 90 to 120 days to get the engineering work all done. Julia, lady asked us if we bring the panels down, ready to start breaking things, gonna go down there. John Willis will be the general manager, we'll see who turns out to be right in Westfield right now. And I guess the thing that, the news update thing was, everybody knows it's taken about 5 months to get money in place to do this portion of it. We're not the program, but that's the largest of 2 buildings. This is more expensive than Bush Care. This is about twice the expense. And I don't, it's up to you guys, but we kind of thought we might set these up as fish fry. This is about 10 acres. Ken's gonna bring easels and put these on and so forth. And just as much effort. And there's about, they have enough rail that they have to build on the site.
How they transfer.
I think the spot around 130 cars. Over here, say that, so they got 5, 6 million. I think you're really, I think you're, I don't remember the exact percentage, so that'll be part of the project. I think it's roughly half of the product that is recycled through this. Anyway, the thing is that since this has been delayed, they already had, it was verbal agreement from the investor back out, but they hope to have that finalized, it's going to be about 60 days. This going here to here into the second one that's growing, that project, if that comes to be, they more than likely will build them both at the same time here. So they may go out pretty much the same out the rail, this is the outside. And that's, here's basically it, they plan, everything's unloaded anywhere from 12, 15 months, something like that, outside, construction on it, the roll of it, so they're looking to have them, they take the rail car, 100 construction workers on site most days out here. So that'll be done inside this facility. So about a year from now, I think they'll be able to run the job through there and so forth for staffing for the.
They're dumping straight on the ground.
And possibly this one too, depending on how that goes. This one's for sure, and this one's very likely, I guess you can say right now. As
How
far
they
as
put it into
they'll hear
the
the
conveyors
shit.
in the plant. They can do the first general
But
sort in there.
the general contractor, which is Briner building out of
In-game with zero landfill.
Bluffton, tells them, you know,
That's-
it would be a little more economical for them to build them both at the same time, so. The neatest thing about this thing, I mean, it's taking plastic, at this point, be surprised if they don't wind up building, bringing it in here and transform it into something that's usable. And going out, they will be, you know, hopefully 40 operational days is gonna be kind of in by the fall of the equivalent of 40 rail cars, a good product, and the team's gonna go back out. But, the thing is that the whole thing, they're got questions, Julia, lady asked us if they're bringing panels down to Camden, and I go, yeah, and there, Don Willis, who's gonna, Don Willis will be a byproduct of this process of propane, Westfield, so they're gonna, they'll produce more than that propane to power themselves. Chamber lunch and chamber lunch buying Friday, very much natural. It's kinda like we're not the program, but I think once I said going, the lobby and they're even talking about they may put a couple of gensets in there. And I don't, except for you guys, but we kinda thought we might set these in. They're gonna be plugged into utilities on the outside, but I'm not sure there's what they'll use them. It's kinda like when you keep running plastic in here, there's other places.
The product that they get from the recycling, how they.
You said 40 rail cars, how many trucks? I know that was a concern at one point.
I think you're really, I think
He
it's,
said
I don't remember the exact percentage.
He said if they get a little
I think
product
it's
from
roughly
central
half of the
Indiana or
product
southern
that
Indiana,
is
they can ship it by
recycled to
truck,
this facility
but
here will
anywhere
wind up
else
being
it's
used
so much.
in fuel.
Did they say
The
that
other,
about
the other
smell?
portion of it will be.
I wasn't in the meeting.
They don't hardly have to apply.
No, keep in mind, I mean, how smell is going from here to here, it doesn't show
Right.
it's showing the front of this barrel.
I didn't know if it was burning it or anything.
Well, see,
No.
that was my question.
There's extremely high heat, there's no oxygen, part of there's no flame, it's going out the rail,
Explain-
it's the unstacked.
Explain it to me like candle
You
wax.
see, here's the income.
Burn candle wax.
This,
basically,
all, everything's unloaded
Basically what
inside,
plastic,
there's
not
nothing,
burn.
no stacks outside, it vaporizes, they just instantly vaporize, those cars are, they have.
He said
Yeah,
the plastic
take
coming
the rail
in,
car and turn it
plastic,
upside down.
rubber, there'll be a little bit of metal, there'll be wood.
So that'll be done inside this
They said
facility.
they got a buyer.
Here, I think they plan to be able to do about 2.5. One thing I heard Friday too is they have an outtake they're committed, they'll buy every drop of whatever they produce out of it, it's already sold.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about that. So the question was like, well, is it gonna go out by rail or truck? That's gonna be out, whoever's buying it's gonna decide. Most of them, they sell probably go by rail, but it depends where it's going to, so. That, once they produce it, it's already
To be
sold. So
self-sustained when they start heating,
the outfit that's buying it. Yeah, the neatest thing about this thing, it's taking plastic that's currently going in the landfill. And they're bringing it in here and transforming it into something that's usable. Going out.
Stuff like that. Somebody asked,
40 rail cars a
hey,
day.
can we bring our recyclables out there? And I think
Equivalent of 40
Don
rail
said,
cars
you know,
is
he don't want
product
no
that's gonna
food
go back
grade or
out.
nothing like that, but he
But,
said, yeah, he'd take
the
it.
thing is that the whole thing, they're,
Yeah.
I think as a local on public service,
Yeah.
public relations
Yeah.
thing, they're not gonna advertise it because they're not really wanting to get into that business, but I think they'll do it for local. They really wanna be part of the community, so they're gonna, they'll help produce mine. That, the question came up about rail traffic and they're saying they're buying. Speak up, I think they were talking like, they're up to 40 cars a day, they talked they could just go and operate with, their even car unit train coming in a day and that one going back out. More realistically, they'll probably be 2 weeks. They're gonna be
They'll
plugged
probably be
into
two, but he
utilities
said we
on
could
the
do one, it
outside,
just
but I'm
depends.
not sure
The night
what
shift,
channel they're using.
the production's gonna be
It's kinda
the
like
first two
going
shifts,
to
and we were
plastic
talking
in here, this
logistic
place
wise
is
inside
running, so,
spots, the industries out
You
here.
said 40
Logistically
rail
wise, we
cars,
do
how
our
many
work.
trucks? I know that was
And like
kind
he
of a
said,
concern.
we'll have a third shift crew on the
He
floor.
said hardly
What I was
any.
talking
He said-
about.
he said
He
if-
said 90 to 95%. We're gonna
He
take
said
the
if
from
they
it,
get
not
a
even
little
deliver the
product
car,
from
so they'll have
central
the first two
Indiana or
shifts
southern
on site,
Indiana,
railroad
they'll ship
workers,
it by truck,
moving cars,
but
pushing
anywhere
them,
else
pushing them out,
it's
getting
so
ready.
much.
Then the night guys will
Did
probably
they say
be
anything
taking
about
the
smell? I'm just
climbers.
curious. I wasn't in the meeting.
They
so I
don't
just-
even have to apply for anything. Once they get
No,
started,
keep in mind, I mean,
they
how
need
small
40
is
cars a day.
washing
Once they have
plastic, you
surplus
know,
of
Right.
that's what they're doing.
it'll just be a
I didn't know if it was burning it or anything.
Well, see, that was my question.
There's extremely high heat.
No,
there's
so
no-
I'm trained.
No, there's
And
no
he said,
flame.
and he said, he
He's
explained to us
no
this
stack
track
out
out
there.
Explain it to me
there's
like
different grades. He said this
You can
grade,
burn
this track out here is just a little bit better than grade one. He said a grade one track has,
Vaporized.
it has one good
Instantly
tire.
vaporized. And then it-
And he said they go 20 mile an hour on plastic, he said, and that's perfect, because he said by the time he gets turned and burns and head this way, by the time he gets up, if he got any faster, he'd be slowing down before he got.
I think they're committed to bring it up to class two.
Yeah,
One thing that's right,
class
is
two.
they have it up to class two at least, and so, he said they won't be running that, he said, you know, they can be the climbers in 45 minutes, you know, like, they don't have to worry, they need to get up, the question time they got it up any faster than that, they'd be slowing the truck down.
I think
That's gonna be
good
out.
for the town when I
Oh,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I am gonna decide, we're old enough, we remember when we had a lot of good pinch orders going, so, they're not, once they.
And I'm down
produce,
there at
it's
that
all-
end, and
so
they come
the
through.
first, the outfit. Another thing, the thing he mentioned is that the way this is laid out in here, I think, didn't they
It's
say,
such
Brent,
a monster.
they can bring a 40-car train
They
in
might
here,
have it,
get it packed, so they won't be blocking the county road out there, and so
They
forth,
can
they do all the
straight in.
switching on site,
That'd be
so.
nice.
They've got it set up to where they just stop the
He
open.
said there'll be like five guys from the railroad or nothing like that, trained out there all the time to move cars and switch.
US Rail said. I think it's a local public service,
Yeah.
public relations thing, they're not gonna advertise it, because they're not really wanting to. But I think they'll do it for local, they really wanna be part of the community, so just, they know if they can help them, that's fine. Ken's gonna bring in traffic, and they're saying, speak up, I think they were talking.
Jerry,
they're
you
looking
got
at 40
anything?
cars a day.
Oh,
They're
but
trying
hang
to-
on
they
before we
could
go
just
there.
operate with
Ken
a
Smith
40-car
isn't
unit
here
train
tonight.
coming in a day, and that
We
one
didn't
going
make
back
it
out.
in the
More
county
realistically,
crossing
they'll
grant.
probably be 2 weeks.
They'll probably be two, but he said we could do
Storm
one, it just
sewer grant.
depends. The night
We
shift,
did not receive
the
it.
production
We wanna
coming
apply
first two
again.
shift, and we were talking logistic wise since I spot the industry out here. Logistically wise, we do our work in the night. And like he said, we'll have a third shift crew on for like what I was talking to him about. Because
Yeah,
we're gonna take the cars from them at night and deliver the
Okay,
cars.
so
they'll
we're
have
gonna,
the first two shifts on site, railroad workers, moving cars, pushing them in, pushing them out, getting ready. Then the night guys will probably be taking a train to
okay,
Pinehurst,
Jerry,
getting cars from, and then bringing the train back.
anything?
And once they
Not
get
at
started,
this time, I did order
40
some
cars a day. Once
signs,
they have a
and,
surplus of 40
we
cars,
probably ought to look
it'll
at
just
some
be a
ordinances
constant
when we
rotation. I
put
think they could do
speed
it.
limit signs.
It's
That
not,
probably ain't a lot of noise then.
No, it's just
No,
one train.
no,
And he said,
Some
he
signs ordered,
explained to us this track
we went
out
around and counted all
there's
of them.
different grades. He said this
Replaced.
grade, this track out here is just a little bit better than grade
No,
one.
not yet.
He said a grade one track also needs guidelines needed on when and what sticks to. So he said they can go 20 mile an hour on it. And he
Yeah,
said that's perfect. 'Cause he
Actually,
said
when
by
we
the
started
time he
picking up
gets-
pressure,
Turning at Burris and head
we
this
decided
way,
that,
by the time he gets
when
up,
Tom was working,
if
we
he
decided
got
that
any faster,
the need
he'd be
for us to
slowing
go
down
around.
before he
I
got.
think they're committed to bring it up to class
to
two.
two, yeah,
Up to
it's
class
gotta be
two,
class
up to class two at least, and
Cut
so,
limbs and
but he
drove
said they
out.
won't be run more,
You know,
he said,
it's
you
just
know,
two of us.
they can be the
Uh,
climbers
you
in
know,
45 minutes, you
And
know, like you
there's
said, why
places
would
I don't
they
think
need to get
people
up?
realize.
By the time they got it up any faster than that, they'd be
Really
slowing
just
back
supposed to
down.
be-
I think
Fast
it's good
is
for the
trying to
town.
just
when
Oh,
it's-
Yeah,
Storm damage
of
and
course,
stuff
we're
like
old
that.
enough, we remember a lot of trains.
You know, we will pick up leaves and stuff like
And
that,
I'm down
grass
there
that
at
they put
that
in,
end,
bag and let
they
us know.
come through and you can't.
But, and then a lot of times,
The
it's
thing you
like
mentioned
you
is
go around
the
and
way
you
this is
pick
laid
pile
out
of
in
brush
here,
up.
I think, didn't they say, Brent?
As soon as you pick it up,
They can bring a 40
2 days
car
later,
train
they've got
in
another big
here,
pile out there
get
again,
it
you
packed,
know,
so
so
won't-
they don't
be
real
blocking the
realize
county
that.
road out
Yeah,
there. So
they
when
can
they
go
do all the
straight in and
switching
go.
on site.
That'd be nice.
They've got it set
I
up
wouldn't
where
have a
they'll
problem
just
picking
stop
up
to
a
open.
lot
He said there'll be like five
We
guys.
need some guidelines,
Railroad
yes.
company
You guys, I
for
guess,
training
need to decide
out
what you
there all
want us
the
to do.
time to move cars and switch them.
US Rail's gonna do all the
You know, we
movement on
I mean,
site.
just
usually do it on our
Yeah.
offices.
I mean, I don't think it's right
Any
to
other
trees
questions?
a tree and pile out by the street. Okay,
Does anybody have any objection to setting these
And
up?
they seem to think if you put it out by the road,
Just don't leave
you
them
know,
alone for
they
the-
gotta put it in the road because they think.
Ken's gonna bring that.
Real quick.
Um,
Not necessarily the case.
Jerry, you got anything? Oh, hang on before we go there. Ken Smith isn't here tonight. We didn't make it in the community crossing grant for the update, the storm sewer grant. We did not receive it. Do we want to apply again? You got
I've got a list of them, I didn't bring it with me.
Cost
It
us
doesn't hurt anything to apply again.
I do have
I think we wanna
the
apply.
2 on the highway there, and we got another one I need to get price on.
Yeah, yeah.
We had to fall on it.
Okay, so we're
I'll
gonna,
make a motion to.
And I did take a picture of that just in case somebody needed them for something, but
It's still on there, are they taking it off that?
it's off.
Okay.
it's off now?
Yeah. And we picked up some more of
Saturday
it.
night, the parade went right by.
Anything?
We picked up, well, see, he didn't want to remove some signs. The town was actually gonna pick that up, but he didn't want it removed, so his insurance company got in and said,
I would need.
so
Yeah, I think
when we do that, I do have some signs ordered, we went around. Now, here on the street, on the highway here, they're gonna replace that sidewalk there, correct?
Not yet.
That's what we gotta, okay.
Okay,
that's what
well,
I got on here.
When he
Guidelines
gets the trees
needed
out,
on
he's
when
working on it
and
right
what
now.
sticks
When he
to
gets
pick
them
up
out,
by
I will get up there with the Yeah, tractor and bust up. some of that
actually, when we
cement
started
raised
picking up
way
brush
up
there,
so then,
right, when the
we
good
decided
decided
that, when Tom was working, we
That
decided.
way,
that
when the guy
that
goes
he
to put the
sidewalk
rest of it
around,
in,
he doesn't have to
like
fight
pick
with
up
the
brush
brush after the
and
storm or
he'll be able
something
to
like
get
that. They've kinda got a little carried away at times, better sidewalk in when they do. Cut limbs and throw them out, you know, there's just two of us. You know, yeah, I've talked to him about that already. There's places I don't think people realize
Down just to the trunks right now.
we're really just supposed to, in the past, we've tried to just pick up after like storm damage. He's got one, still got a few limbs, he's planning, you know, we will pick up leaves and stuff like that, and grass, if they put it in a bag and let us know. And then we got one on, a lot of times it seems like if you go around and you go ahead and do, pile of brush up.
one down here.
As soon as you pick it up, 2 days later, they've got another big pile out there again, I suppose they don't realize that it's really supposed to be about storm damage or something like that. You know, I wouldn't have a problem picking up a lot, well, we still have.
Then we'll come back and you look,
We need some guidelines like that, and you guys, I guess, will decide what you want us to do, get the rest of them.
Let's just,
You know,
at
we
least
just
get it.
usually do it on our off.
I mean, I don't think it's right to
Before
just
trying
trim
to
the
do it.
tree and pile it out by the street. You don't have prices, most of them, I don't think that's, you know, that's.
And they seem to think if
Okay.
you put it out by the road, you know, they gotta put it in the road, because they think if you put it in the road, you pick it up quick.
That's okay.
I have it not.
Case.
Okay,
Do we get copies of this?
let's see. Okay, Marshall's report.
We got, with the German Baptist Conference and everything, we had ended up with 22 stops thus far.
Trees to
One
cut.
crash
Yeah.
And you got a list of them, or you
I
got-
got a list of, I didn't bring it with me.
and 4 investigations. 2 of them were solved. All pertaining to
I do
vandalism
have
at the
the-
park.
two or
Two on the highway
2 were
there,
solved.
and we got another one, I need to get price
They
on
were,
it, that we had to fall
the
on.
parents and the children involved had,
Yeah. Uh-huh. And
once
I
they
did
got
take
worked out,
pictures
the
of that
parents
just in case
and
somebody needed it or
children out,
something,
and
but
It's still on there.
the parents took care of it.
it's off.
It's off now?
Yeah, and we picked up some more of it.
It's a great one right by it.
Yeah.
We picked up, well, see, he didn't want it removed.
Pamphlet.
The town was actually gonna pick that up, but he didn't want it removed, so his insurance company got in to take a
Yes.
look. So,
Yeah, I think,
The 2,
we have patrols out there, and, you know, what's left.
now up here on the street, on highway.
make sure everything's locked up, we went over a different way to
That's what we
secure
got.
that concession.
Okay, well, when he gets the trees out, he's working on it right now. When he gets them out, I will get up there with the tractor and bust up some of that cement that's raised way up so they can grind, when they go to grind that stump down.
See about what we can do.
That way, when the guy goes to put the sidewalk in, he doesn't have to fight with us, and he'll be able to get maybe a little better sidewalk in when they do.
Make sure Aaron knows the stump grinder comes.
Yeah, that tall,
Yeah, I've talked to him about that already.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
no,
back.
yeah, that tall skinny 2-story
Okay,
deal
yeah,
down
in the
there.
back.
The doors are peeled away, and what's happening is the kids are peeling back.
He's got one, still got a few limbs up to take, but he's planning on, I thought maybe he'd be back today, but I suppose it was the weather.
His township.
And then we got one on North Indiana that we got, that we told him to go ahead and do, and then we got, I was told that was they was taking that out, but I don't know.
Yeah, they were there, something happened.
They've changed their minds. And, I suppose when he gets done with that, I'll get back.
One guy's done,
Price on it.
we've got it narrowed down, but we haven't got a professional on it yet.
Then we'll come back and you look, see what the budget looks like towards the end of the year. If you want, we can go back
And then,
get the
we
rest
had
of
somebody
them.
break into the batting cages.
Let's just, at least get us a price on that one that fell down, so.
I'll let you know ahead of time before it's time to do it.
Get it out there. They don't get half price, because most of it's already down.
No, I don't.
She asked me to-
I'm sure she did.
They're done.
She told me to get one, so.
I'm sure it's running, it'll be running up to one.
That's okay.
I have it not.
Okay, okay, oh,
I'll tell you.
let's see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Marshall's report.
But yeah, they damaged.
We got,
pitching machine was in there.
with the German
Time
Baptist
limit,
Conference and everything,
we had to end up with 22 stops.
Goes on the side of the
Thus
one
far.
wall.
One crash. Dumping trash out there.
Yeah.
And, 4 investigations, 2 of them were solved,
That's
all
it.
pertaining to vandalism
Also,
down at the park.
Two are
get some
solved?
kind of, two are already solved.
Really?
Yeah, resolution as far as the reserve program. The parents and the children involved as SOP. Once everything got worked out, the parents and Jill Mowdy had come to an understanding and
I don't know if I signed it, but I
You
read
still
every
got it?
page of it.
Who's still got it? Who's got it?
they are through physical
Mark's
labor.
got it. Oh, yeah.
I can't sign it.
It is, yeah, I think it is.
Bless their parents' heart.
Was these four?
I will sign it.
Were they
Do we need to?
Yes, four separate times.
Okay.
Us, as far as the
Two,
reserve program, we're
Are
still
we on
talking,
patrols out there or?
starting with one reserve.
Starting with one, one,
It was
make
just-
sure everything's locked up, things plan over there, even way to secure that. You know, with this coming in right now, even if it goes on past what we decide we need, 5 more. Reserves will only be brought on one at a time until they're done and working with Jill. However, the reserve program right now, we're gonna check just one, get it wet, get everybody used to the idea, make sure that it's gonna be a viable with some other.
Do we have something, do we have something that we have to pass or?
They'll need to be in, I believe there's a, yeah, there's that tall, I don't know what I said, what it was. Is it not in?
Oh, at the back?
Yeah, that tall skinny
Yeah,
two-story
okay,
deal.
yeah, at the back.
The doors are peeled away and what's happening is the kids are peeling
I'd
back
like
and
to see is
sliding in there.
1 year.
That's
and
the-
then process, and that's the debt formal, not the license, and expand it, it's township that time.
Well,
It's gonna
they're
be a year, so it's gonna be at least.
they're working on that. We had,
I was told that was, they was taking that out, but I heard.
Yeah, they were, but something happened.
They changed their mind.
And then we
I
had,
just wanna make sure we get all the bugs worked out, and there's no.
one guy's, and as far as expansion, we gotta narrow it down, but we haven't got any finalized yet. As far as who's defecating the dugouts.
I'll make the motion, we let Ann start
And then,
her
we had
paperwork.
somebody break into the batting cages, they tore up one of the nets and damaged one of the wheels.
Monitor after a year,
We
let's
got
start
there
there.
done that yet.
But, along.
Jason, you have a copy of the report for that?
And with that, so am I good, you look at one on now? Sure she did. Because the county is bringing out.
She told me to
a new
get one, so.
reserve. I'm sure, it's running, it's running on top of water. She can have water piggyback on the damage it will cost.
Okay,
And,
clerk,
He's not done.
oh.
He'll tell you when he's done.
Where's that done?
between theirs, between their stuff, they damaged the pitching machine that's in there. The tire on the right there, some of the sheriff's department in the activity. Goes on the side of the one wall. Going this route, probably looking at $20. 30 bucks. That's the end of that.
But can we,
Also,
or are we okay to let him
get some kind
go
of
ahead and start without us?
Well, I'm trying to avoid having to pay out 150 or 200 we had. The other guys signed.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and
And what changes need to be made.
what's your timeline on that?
I'm just waiting to
I don't
hear
know if I
back
signed
from.
it, but I
still got it.
Pages.
Who's still got it? Who's got it?
They have one that's right through their process, all they're waiting on is the
I
final.
read every
I
page.
can't sign
Whatever
it.
that is this month.
We just have to, I think we have to have the
We'll-
ordinance.
I will sign it.
Do we need to, okay, good. We'll have Ann write up the ordinance. and
As far as the reserve program, we're still talking.
She'll have it ready for like.
Starting with one, there will only be
Sign it or pass it,
one,
sign it at the
and
next meeting.
if it goes to expand from there, even if,
That's why I asked.
what's coming in right now.
If that-
Even if it
I'll say.
if it changes, we decide we need, if they decide to push theirs forward a little bit faster, brought on, I'll let you guys time, you guys can hold that done and upgrade some others. However, the reserve program right now, we'll
What,
start with just one,
We can't vote on anything.
get away, get everybody used to the idea,
We'll do
make
something.
sure that it's gonna be a viable
What's the status?
program.
Do we have something, do we have something that
Okay,
we have to pass?
as
or-
you may have noticed, they'll need to be in, John Chapman, there's a reserve ordinance, I think, made an appearance, he was here, for the parade, it was, that was nice.
Okay, okay.
That being said,
Yeah,
Jill
I-
Hammond
What I'd like to
is
see
no longer
is
the
that
village
reserve
marshal.
1 year, and then review the process.
There may be an opportunity for
at that point,
more
and if we want to
things.
expand it, and we'll discuss it at that time.
Well,
It's gonna be a year, it's gonna be at least, she left on her terms, right? What
Yes.
They say October, November.
She took a
before they
full-time
start
job,
doing
yeah.
Year instructions,
That's
that's plenty of time.
Plenty of
So
time.
if you can, I just wanna make sure we get all the bugs worked out.
yes, there was nothing negative, so it's, and as far as expansion, the expansion will only happen as need arises. 2 years, so she actually retired.
I'll make the motion, we let Ann start her paperwork so we can get Jason on board with
Okay,
his
down
one.
to clerk treasurer.
Monitor after a year, let's start there.
Buckeye Power,
Along with
they're the ones that come and check our
And
generators.
with that,
There
so
wasn't
am I good to go ahead and bring one on now? Because the county is bringing on a new
Not that I'm
reserve.
aware of. The last time I seen that was,
We can have ours piggyback on it.
So they do you okay, and,
yeah.
I mean, you're happy with Buckeye?
Yeah, I did, the reason,
Between
I think we're
theirs,
back, you guys.
between the instructor and us, it'd be done
Look at another
probably right there at the sheriff's department in the activity room.
What type of cost are we talking?
If you're happy,
Going this route,
We look around.
probably looking at 20 bucks,
Indiana, you got that.
30 bucks.
I have no clue, I didn't know
But
anybody.
or are we okay to let you know?
Yeah, we did last, we got a,
I think it
we got
was,
a price last
I'm
fall.
like having to pay out 150 or 200.
I don't think it was when Mark and Rick was on board, I think it was right after,
What's your timeline on that?
and I had to come
I'm
on
just waiting to hear
for
back
4
from
months. I think that's-
Judge
I
Camden.
think you, I think you told the council too, I think.
They have one that's made it through their process.
How long,
Waiting on
how
the
much
final.
are we paying?
Their meeting, whatever. that is this month.
We just
1735.
have to, I think we have to have generators, and we'll have to put it the next meeting probably, but I mean,
Okay,
it's just
we'll have Ann write up the ordinance.
What you saying?
They do maintenance, they run the test on, they run tests on them, they do maintenance,
The next meeting, I think 2 times a year, don't they, Jerry?
that's why I asked you
Just
what the
second,
timeline
take
was,
this
so
motion.
if that will work for you.
I'll say.
If it changes, like, if they decide to push theirs forward a little bit faster, I'll let you guys know, but you guys can hold up,
Right.
like some other session or whatever.
What,
gosh, it seems like they was here 2 months ago.
We should have a contract with an
what's
expiration
this
date.
generator, when the power goes out, does it not kick on and you help?
Which generator? We got 3 generators.
As you may have noticed,
For the community.
Behind the
Why
building,
didn't
no.
it kick on when it went out, right, why didn't it?
parents,
It's not set up that way.
Great.
It's not, it's a manual, you gotta manually switch it. You flip the
That
switch
being
on, you
said,
start it up, and then you,
Jill Hammond is
Let run it back to Bill.
to Marshall. And
that's the same as the
maybe
water
opportunity
plant.
for-
Now the only one that's automatic is the one that's the wastewater. We got one that we use at the water plant, and the tower's good and full, and it's gonna be off a while. We'll pull it down the road to behind Andy's, back at the lift station. We got about 100-foot cord drag
No,
down the
this is
hill,
from April.
and we hook it up down there and pump the water down there.
She's been in law enforcement for 22
But if we don't have
years, so she didn't actually, she actually retired.
there's a contract in there.
I think it's year to year, I'm pretty sure it's year to year down to clerk treasurer. So you wanna okay this and look into it next year, or what do you? Buckeye Power, they're the ones that come. The other one that was submitted was Indiana Utility Power or
Not that I'm aware of.
something.
That seems like it was last fall or something.
Okay, so they do you okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
The one come, the one at the wastewater plant come with the plant when they upgraded
I
it.
think, in fact,
I think these people done, put the Kohler one in and installed it, I believe, and the automatic switch over down there.
I mean, if you're happy,
Who did we look around at?
I don't remember who put the one in behind the community building.
didn't you?
No, we bought the one and had, Precision Power. I
Yeah,
think it was,
that's
but,
Precision. I think it
we got
was
a price last
They
fall
might have, but he's
from
no
somebody.
Yeah,
He's not.
I don't think it was when Mark and Brett.
I don't think
I
he-
think it was
I
right
would want
after
him
all the, and I had to come on for 4 months. I think that-
He's just, I think he's on the council too, I think.
We brought it up.
I
Yeah,
guess I don't know what.
How long-
How much are we, know when the contract expires?
1735.
I don't even want to.
What, I haven't seen that, I don't think, for 2 months, I don't think, that
You
paperwork.
probably have.
And it's just
We
only.
need to find out when the contract
Is that what it was? See, they do maintenance. It should say on the paperwork, they run,
It don't, it just has a,
they run
it
the
just has
test
a
on, they run
due date.
tests on them.
It
they do
says-
maintenance,
It says invoice date 4/21, due date 4/21. Terms, cash on delivery. What's your pleasure? You wanna look around?
Find out when the contract's up.
Well, I don't even know if we have a contract with them.
Contract's up right now.
That's
Well,
what
if
we
it's,
find out.
sounds to me like it's up right now.
I'll
4/21,
call-
due date's 4/21.
I'll
2 months
get,
ago.
Pat's gonna be
We
back
should have a
tomorrow.
contract with an expiration date.
This
So
generator,
Friday,
when the power
let's
goes
just
out,
let
does
this
it not
go.
kick
It's
on?
on that hell April.
Which generator? We've got 3
Let's,
generators.
I'll get with Buckeye.
Behind the
Why
building,
didn't it kick
no.
on when it went out, right, why didn't?
It's not set up that way. It's not, it's a manual, you gotta manually switch it. You flip the switch on, you start it up, and then you throw the lever on the back of the building.
If there's something they don't do right.
That's the same as the water plant. Now, the only one that's automatic is the one that's the wastewater. We've got one that we use at the water plant, and
ice
power's
mower
good and full.
and
It's gonna be off a while. We'll
say
pull it down the road to
them
behind
until
Andy's, back at the lift station. We got about 100-foot cord
No,
drag
this
steel.
is for Maple.
And we hook it up down there and pump the water down there.
System will off to them until,
But if we don't have the.
because we said, we don't know what you want out there, we don't know what they want out of us, we don't know. I think it's year to year, water, we don't know what they want, so I'm pretty
I
sure
make
it's
a
year to
motion
year.
that we,
So you wanna okay this and look into it next year, or what do you think, what's your pleasure? The other one that was submitted was Indiana Utility Power or something, and they were just a few dollars.
That seemed like it was last fall or something.
Who installed our generators, the last one that happened?
The one at the wastewater plant come with the plant when they upgraded it. I think these people put the Kohler one in and installed it, I believe, and the automatic switch over down there.
Their engineering, I wanna hear their mins and maxes, what they're gonna be using, what kind of stress it's gonna put on the town.
I don't remember who
Yeah,
put
because
the
our
ring
system
behind
depends
the
on what they're
building.
gonna do.
And we bought the one and had precision power.
Yeah,
Was
did
put
Precision Power put the one in behind it?
they might have, but he's no longer.
Yeah, no, that's what
I agree, we need to come to this.
Oh,
I don't think he.
Running water and
I
sewage,
wouldn't want him.
but we haven't really sit down and even discussed it as a board.
They don't, we don't even
I
know.
mean, I don't think, he's
what
just not what, he's.
They said,
Water rates.
Well, yeah, but we gotta have their mins and maxes once their engineering's done. I mean, I want something in writing.
So do you wanna set up a meeting
What,
after July the 4th?
I haven't seen that, I don't think, for 2 months.
Before July
They're
4th?
not real, it's July
We need to
5th
find
is
out
kind
what
of
the
their
contract
start.
Is that what it was? Let's see.
That's when
It
they're
should
gonna-
say on the
So
paperwork.
they're not-
I think.
It don't, it just has a due date. It says- It says invoice date 4/21, due date 4/21. Terms, cash on delivery. What day?
That's where we're at.
Well, yeah,
days
that's
good for
right.
you?
So we need Jerry in there too, so we
have a
can
contract with them.
Men's and max for that. That's
Well, if
what
it's,
we find out.
sounds to me like it's up right now.
I'll
4/21,
call-
due date's 4/21.
I'll get, Pat's gonna be back tomorrow.
You guys are in agreement, but that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
suggest.
So I'm
Friday,
thinking we gotta
let's
all
just
sit
let
down,
this
and we
go.
gotta start our step one, and then they gotta.
Let's, I'll get with Buckeye, anybody we can invite.
I would just be, I think it'd be wise if he's gonna be the engineer. I haven't heard if that's what you guys voted on
Oh,
yet.
well, I guess I can amount that. The gal done
If there's
math,
something they don't do right.
and said that
they don't
Kim
put on.
made it. Ken was high, okay, I'll Pat. Oh, okay, I had an evaluation again, I'm for the engineer, saying no to apply for them until to put the water and sewage out here. We talked to Ken Smith today, and I told him, engineers apply, ice mower and umbrella, we had two to hold off to until interview them today. Because we said, we don't know what you want out there, we don't know what you want out of us, we don't know if they want raw water, we don't know what they want, so.
I'll make some motion that
We're gonna get you with Ken Smith on
we,
that.
do anything with ice miller on ball.
For the Jeep project when it goes.
It's a curbsy grant.
Yeah,
I think
curbsy,
what I'd like
yeah.
to see done is set up an executive session. and
Okay, so, okay, I
That's all part of
need
it.
a
They gotta
date for that.
all that now.
Plan.
Also, Pat wants us to set a date in July to work on the 2018
What's gonna
budget.
happen, and I wanna set up a meeting, after we decide to get our all ducks and rows good at the same time.
Right.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
mean, nothing says we can't do
Is that
that.
all right?
That's up on me an awful long
Also, is
evening.
we would like engineering right now, we'd like to,
Yeah, okay.
so as soon as they get their engineering, I wanna hear their mins and maxes, what they're gonna be using, what kind of stress it's gonna put on the town system.
Yeah, because our system depends on what they're gonna be doing.
Right, and I think we need to start planning now.
Okay. Anybody got a utility adjustment request, disputed ordinance violations?
I agree, we need them to come to us.
oh,
You're
Running water
gonna
and
follow
sewage
up on
to
the
them, but we haven't
ordinance
really sat down and
violations,
even
right?
discussed it as a board.
They don't, we don't even know if they
Yeah, I
want
got
us to, you know, I mean, like I said.
Water
okay.
rates.
Well, yeah, we gotta have their mins and
Okay,
maxes once their
we've
engineering's
sent
done.
this
You know, something
outfit
in
back
writing
here,
from
so
them.
you wanna set up a meeting
They've got
after
so many
July
days to
4th?
comply.
One before July
They're
4th,
not
10 days
real-
was up.
July 5th is kind of their start date.
Okay, now we're right back to
So
square.
they're not, I don't think.
They've
they're-
done a little bit of work, and don't get me wrong, they're making a go of it, but they just ain't like
For the
up
tank.
the snow.
I mean, it
So,
can be
They need
one
to-
or-
Yes, they
One
need to
day,
know
that's where
what
we're at.
Well,
Days
that's
good
exactly
for you.
right. So we need Jerry to do
Don't
so
want
we can
pictures
know
on
our
there, just
men's and max for the
send
outlook for the.
You got so many days you gotta advertise, so if it would pass
Send
tomorrow,
her
and just
a
set up a date, she'll send.
And
you-
how many letters do we send before we said, okay, that's a
You
good
gotta
one?
Well,
agree with it. That's what I suggest.
I'm with you, we gotta all sit down and we gotta
We
start
can
our
send
step
20
one,
if we want to,
and then
we
they
can
gotta
send
be here
one.
for
Can
step
Kim,
two.
can Kim be in on that? They can, anybody, that's what I mean.
On doing,
I think
getting
it'd
fines
be, I
and
think it'd
things.
be wise if he's gonna be the engineer.
If you
I
take
haven't
a
heard if
report,
that's,
that's what.
you guys voted.
Oh,
on it.
well, I guess I can about that.
Are they responsible for
The
that?
gal
You said
done
all
the math
They would be.
and said,
Yeah,
if you got,
if
if you got a
And
good
even
lawyer.
if you get a judgment,
You
you
gotta tell
know,
them what you're talking
I
about.
can
Oh.
sue you for a minute.
We had an evaluation today
If I get a-
for the engineer when we applied for a grant.
Says no.
Out here.
But
We
you
had to
see
go
that,
through
a
a
lot of people
system
think
where
when you
the
get a judgment, that's the end
engineers
of it. Just
apply
today, I
and
talked
everything.
to Joel Resident.
We had two of
And
them
we
apply,
had
so we had to interview them today, and me and Jerry
8 or
and
9 months
Danny
ago,
and
there
Brent
was issue that.
evaluated them, and
And
Ken
he said-
Smith got the
He said if he
more
gets
points
the
on the
issue,
evaluation, so we.
do this, that, and the, I mean,
Keep going with Ken
it's a
Smith
long
as
process.
our engineer
It's kind of an expensive.
for the Jeep project when it
For
goes.
when you have something that's
Yeah, the curb
$300,
season, yeah.
and you might be
Yeah,
spending
curb season.
$500
So-
to do.
Okay, so, okay,
That's all part of
I need
it.
a
They
date
gotta
for
find
that.
all
We
that.
have the.
Also,
we have the
Pat
ordinance
wants us to
do
set a date in July to work on the 2018 budget.
And
Okay.
it's like they told me with the, county.
When we do it at the same time?
Well,
Right.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
mean, that says we can't do
Is
that.
that all right?
That's still gonna be an awful long
We
evening.
would like, and she'll let us, but we'd like to do it both at the same time. so-
Okay, good enough. We had, I wanted under public comments, we had Daniel Brisno, traffic issues and reckless driving at the corner. Anybody got a utility adjustment request? Okay, so we're getting disputed ordinance violations. Okay, we need, I need you're gonna follow up on the ordinance violations, right? I mean, the ones we got.
Yeah, I got an email too.
Okay, I got a question. On the sidewalk, we got a bid for A&D concrete for the sidewalk.
They've got so many days to
for
comply.
4250.
14 days
This
is up.
is to get us
10 days.
125
Okay, now we're
foot,
right back
4
to square
foot.
one.
Okay.
They've done a little bit of work, and don't get me wrong, they're making a go of it, but they just ain't quite
ramp.
So they need to be.
Yes, they need another mile.
Okay.
This price is good if he does it.
No more pictures
When he
on
does
them,
it,
just
Water
send
Street.
Crystal Smith.
I was waiting until the trees get down, and you guys.
And how many letters
say
do we
yay or
send
nay on this.
before we
I've
say, okay,
contacted
that's
two,
enough?
or
Well, we
Ken Smith put this out to bid for
we can
other
send 20
contractors.
if we
We
want
got
to, or we
nothing
can send one if we want
Okay.
to. But as a practical matter, we never.
There was one that was interested out of Brixton and one out of Burlington, neither one of them sent us nothing.
If you take them to court, that's what. 90.
So we're back to the guy that does our concrete work, so 5250 to finish that, do that walk-in front, so. 4250. 4250 to do it when he comes in, so what's your pleasure?
Says no.
But
I wanna hear
you
your
see
service
that-
price.
When we do that next year on them streets, do you want to,
And we
when
have
we do that grant? Ken will be here tomorrow, work on that grant for next year on the streets. That price, did you guys all see the price on that so far, on the street?
Second, I saw both projects, our first one,
Okay.
and then the one we went back on.
He's
It's a long process.
he's doing this same time as Water
It's
Street,
kind of an
right?
expensive.
This project. He's
Yeah,
asking about
Next
next
year,
year.
but we gotta have that in by sometime in
Yeah,
July.
July.
Do you want me to get price on ADA, or do you want me to give to you guys, and we'll look and see for
For
the
where
street?
at for.
The total price right now, we're at 175,000. That's for the streets. I'm gonna get a price tomorrow before Kenny gets here on 20 manhole risers for 1.5 inch, because I can go on that project too.
You're talking about for this 25-75 match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2575.
Okay, good enough.
How many?
We had, I wanted
Is
on,
there?
under public.
I don't know yet, I'm just asking, I wasn't gonna go around.
All of them, traffic issues and
Right,
reckless
so if we're
driving.
just talking interest, we
Corner
should cut back on one street, pay for those, I mean.
Yeah,
Well, we don't have to cut back because you got
I
25
think,
grand left.
Jerry, what you need to do is get us
Okay,
the quotes.
we need,
let us
okay,
evaluate and
I
see
need
where
a
we're at.
Okay, I'll
You
get the
can price
total,
it- price it
I'll get the
both
total, I
ways.
can have the total on the manhole risers by tomorrow.
Yeah, I would just separate those things, like you probably got the streets, man.
On
right?
the
Yeah, I'll get them,
sidewalk,
it's
we
175, I
got
don't
bid
want
from
to.
So we
A&D
can
Concrete
evaluate it.
for the
You
sidewalk
might
on East Main.
Make sure we know how, you know, where it's at.
42.50.
obviously, so if we
And
have
then
to
we'll
back-
look at
is to get
the,
us
I'll go try to get around tomorrow, then do the 88 and see what they, how many of them there possibly would be.
And,
Right, yeah.
80, whatever we're in. Well, no, what, A.
So what's your pleasure on this, guys?
Yeah, handicap mat,
42.
down at the end by Ohio.
This price is good if he does it when he does Water Street. I was waiting until the trees get down and you guys say yay or nay on this. I'll contact two, or Ken Smith put this out to
That
bid
chunk
for
for
other contractors.
What was his projection to start on the Water Street sidewalk?
Just, well, he, after the asphalt was interested out of Brixton, and I don't wanna get him in here too early because our trees ain't done yet.
I'm just asking what.
So we're back to the guy that does our to get it finished, 5250
When
to
you call
finish
him and
that,
say, hey,
do
we're
that
ready.
walk in.
Oh,
the
he's
front. So
pretty much ready.
4250, yeah, he's 40,
I think he's working here.
Hang on a
4250 to do it when he comes in, so what's your pleasure?
This is on the same subject, but,
Okay.
when we do that next year on them streets, do you want to, when we do that grant, Ken will be here tomorrow,
Okay,
work on that
next.
grant for next year on the streets.
We need to set a
That price,
date.
did you guys all see the price
Set a
on that
date
so far
for,
on the street?
Second.
Start
I saw
development.
both project, our first.
Okay.
And then the one going back on
He's doing this same time as Water Street, right?
this project.
He's,
He's asking about
Next
next
year,
year.
but we gotta have that in by
This is added to
sometime in
the-
July.
July.
thing, I wanna get this done
We
before.
get price
See,
on ADA, or do we give you guys
You guys
the the total price
But
right
this came
now,
out
we're at
today,
175,000.
We need to set a date.
That's for the streets. I'm
Start
gonna get a
development
price
before you
tomorrow
open the
before Ken
bids
gets here on 20
for
manhole
the
risers
work.
for inch and a half, cause
Start
that can go on that
development.
project
On
too.
August
We're
9th,
talking
that's our
about
next.
this 25-75 match.
Yeah.
25.75.
Or award
How
the,
many
project
acres to the sidewalks
on
is there?
August.
Do you know
I don't
that?
know yet, I'm just asking, I wasn't gonna go around.
all of them up to Cumberland shit.
Right, but I mean, if we're just talking entrances, we could step back on one street and pay for those, I mean.
Well, we don't have to cut back because you got
I
25
think,
grand left.
Jerry, what you need to do is get us,
Yeah,
list the quotes, let us evaluate and see where we're at.
Okay, I'll get the total, I'll get the total, I can have the total on
They wanna get an award.
the manhole
before-
risers by tomorrow.
Yeah, I would just separate those things.
Before
like you probably
September,
got the
because
streets,
if it
manhole
goes into
risers,
Yeah, I've got that
sidewalks.
at 175, I don't want
Whole
just
new
manhole
manhole
risers.
So we can evaluate it. And you might make sure we know how, you know, where it's at.
I think it just.
Obviously, so we
And
have
then
to
we'll
come
look
back
at
with it. If
the,
not,
I'll go try to get around tomorrow, then do the ADA, then see what they, how many of them there possibly would be.
I'm not involved in that part.
Yeah, we gotta be involved in here. So what's your pleasure on this, guys?
Both of them.
4250. Okay, but I think we gotta be there, I'm pretty sure.
What you do is, we've got the trees coming down,
Just-
Jerry gets that concrete out there, we should help him.
Just for
Or
support.
maybe, I don't know, second video.
Okay, it needs to be all, I think, yeah, all four maybe, I'd say, I'll check. Go ahead. But she wanted me to put down the 20.
What was his projection to start on the Water Street sidewalk?
Just, well,
Now
he, after
we're
the
on
asphalt
to-
was done, I don't wanna get him in here too early, cause our trees ain't done. Now we're at the medicine. Oh, to get it finished,
Like,
three
when you
people.
call there and say, hey, we're ready.
Oh, one
He's-
guy came
he's
over,
pretty much ready.
and, he's pretty much told us.
We're just
you know,
waiting on-
I think he's working here in
What
town
we
now.
can do,
I might not
everything
catch
he
him.
went with Jerry down in the basement, we looked at camera shots, we've done everything, he's done a lot of legwork. Okay, and he come back with, okay, so he's, then I had Lauderdale and Clem
Yeah.
Tech both go over there, I called them. Have them bid in, neither one. We need to set a date for, set a date for, Star Development. We're down to
Yeah, we skipped.
to install, and what the problem is there isn't any easy way to get to any. No, I ain't.
He's got something
Yeah,
added.
so this is added, hang on, I think, I wanna get this done before it's, see, I've got stuff that you guys figured out how to do it, move everybody to, okay, but this came up, they got a bid for Lee's Plumbing to come in and put in, Star Development would like to open the bids for the, were vanities, for the 24-inch vanities, August 9th, faucets, hardwire, or, you know, hard set, or award the, stay as close to the floor as you can. Go to the next room, do it, tie it into the outlet and everything, for a price of $3,500 to do the three of them.
What do you mean stay close to the floor?
Well,
Only gonna be on top of the floor?
yeah, no, it's gonna be on the outside of the wall.
20 days later? or-
It's gonna be against the wall, be done, but all of the vanity, they wanna get it awarded, and it's gotta go from room to room, so he's gotta cut before September, through the wall. If it goes into September, then they have to do it. It's gonna be at the baseboard, and then when we get it done, Toby's gonna come and block it. I think he's just, yeah, well, he's one of the guys that I got the bid for.
Is that gonna create an issue with the next meeting?
No, it's all in the room.
Take care of it.
Yeah, I'm not involved in that part.
Yeah, we gotta be involved in your
Should, drink should hold water.
Yeah, you both out of it, so.
But I think we gotta be there.
What are your thoughts about there? I mean, you've been over there dealing with the.
I think that's your only bet unless you go through and spend a lot more money and knock a hole through the floor, go all the way back from one room to the other and take the carpet all up and all 9 yards.
But when she wanted me to water down, she wanted me to run it to the pump and pumping it up into the ceiling and around it. Okay, then now we're on to her, so you know, they're out burying an attic, so there ain't no room.
See, that's all cement, more back in there in that area.
In the bank.
Yeah.
I've had 3 people over there.
And you'd have to jack it.
One guy came over and had the floor, and another thing that's told us, you know, here's what, how we can do it and everything. He went with Jerry down in the basement, we looked at camera shots, we've done everything, he's done a lot of legwork. And he come back with the price. Then I asked Lauderdale, and like I said, we got $3,500 in plumbing, called him, and then Toby will come in and bid in. I don't know what it's gonna cost. Either one for Toby. Called him again, hey, I need your bids. Oh yeah, we're getting nothing, so. The ceiling's kind of been a question mark. They say yeah, and install, and what the problem is, there isn't any easy way to get to anything. I'll check. There's a bathroom, I'll check with that hot cold water off. When we okay the plumbing, I'll waste going out Toby, and I'll check with the hospital. Figured out how we could do it, gave everybody the ceiling plan and everything, and we got a bid for Lee's Plumbing to come in and put in 3.
Right, that way they can't come back on us.
That's not that big of a restroom for ceiling, all they're needing is.
24-inch vanities,
Just in that.
faucets.
Yeah, I think they could probably throw a piece of drywall up there and tape it and paint it.
So that's close to the floor as you
He told
can.
us that they wanted running
Go to
water.
the next room, do it. That's what this is. Tie it
But
into
the ceiling's just in the bathroom.
The ceiling's
That's for that's for the room where they're gonna have to do their CDL visit. It's, different rules and regulations.
Well,
Only on top of the-
yeah, but no, it's gonna be on the outside of the wall. It's gonna be against the wall. All of the vanities are gonna be against the far wall. And it's gotta go from room to room, so it's gotta cut and go through the wall.
So it'll be attached to the basement.
When's it got to be?
It's gonna be at the baseboard, and then when we get it done, Toby's gonna come and block it in. It's just, he's gotta do it on Saturday. Well, he's
Is
one,
that what your day
he's
was
one of the
Lauderdale?
guys that I got the bid for.
Is that gonna create an issue with freezing
Today.
in the wintertime?
No, it's all in the room, a month.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Because right after the last meeting, I went over and
Shouldn't hold water.
Lee's Plumbing came over and submitted to his. I had his in 2 days. I
What are your
called
thoughts?
Lauderdale,
I know you've been over there
and
doing
I
that.
asked you
I think
who
that's
else you
your
thought.
only
You
bet
said
unless you go
Clint
through
done
and
some
spend
work
a
for
lot
you.
more money and
I called
knock a hole
Josh
through
here,
the
oh,
floor,
yeah,
go all
send
the
a
way
guy
back
around,
from
send
one
him
room to
over,
the other
went through the
and
whole
take the
9
carpet
yards
all
and
up
everything.
and the whole 9 yards.
One of them was talking, Lauderdale was talking about running it to a pump and pumping it up into the ceiling and around, and then they're like, hey, there ain't a ceiling up there, so, you know, they're, I'm trying to manage, so, you know, we're.
See, that's all,
2 months on
that's all,
concrete,
that's all
almost 3
cement,
months on
we're back
concrete,
in there in that area.
and then 2 months on
Yeah.
this.
Right.
So-
Yeah, and you'd have to jackhammer it all up.
And you call them and they promise you the world, there's nobody to trouble us, the floor and the bank's going like this. Same way with Central Pavement, I got it priced the first time, watch Central was high, Central was the only one that did it the second time.
Logan's Court Memorial agreed to pay half to $5,000.
Yes, up to $5,000 for free. And like I said, we're got $3,500 in plumbing, and then Toby will come in after that, and I don't know what it's gonna cost for Toby to block it up, but I
You know
don't
what,
know.
they also asked for us to do the ceilings, and they,
Lead plumbing. The ceiling's kind of been a question mark. They say yeah, and then Linda says no, and then, you know, it's kind of no, so, okay.
I just need to know.
Ordinance
I should know what the total project
17, I'll check with that when I'm the salary. When we okay the plumbing, I'll check with Toby, and I'll check with the hospital, and when they say, fix the ceiling or not fix the ceiling, I'll throw that in with Toby.
Yeah, I was
So I
gonna send an email if they don't want
And
to.
establish the road,
Right, that
salary
was-
ordinance,
That's not that big of a
Amend the salary
restroom for the
ordinance.
ceiling, all they're needing is, there's tile up
Is
there
it
now.
just in that
It's
one
not
area?
on the-
Yeah, I think they could probably throw a piece of drywall
no,
up
there
there
ain't
and tape
nothing.
it and paint it.
What's about this is,
That's all they're talking
She
about.
told us
That
they
used to
wanted
get
many
paid
more
out.
exam rooms is what
that's
she
what,
said.
that's what this is.
But the ceiling's just in the bathroom.
The ceiling's
That's for that's for the room where they're gonna have to do their CDL physical.
Oh,
There's, different rules and regulations on CDL
Just
physical.
get clarification on what their
Gotcha.
total
And
project
then the salary ordinance to where she can draw the money from a different place. Okay with the plumbing, you wanna go with the plumbing or state man?
I'll make a motion that we can do that.
Mark,
When's it gotta be completed by? What was their date?
I don't think we had
we
it.
did that.
What's she in training for right now?
It's just,
that
gotta do it on the side.
Winter, Lauderdale.
Didn't pass this.
What was your date with Lauderdale?
He's probably did not.
Well, actually, I think there's 3
Yeah, a
different.
month.
One way to find out, I guess.
I know you're in there. I went over it. I know you're in there. Please. Okay, we amended the salary. I called Lauderdale. Now we got an ordinance for who else you thought. To establish the local roads and bridge, called Josh Harris. Oh yeah, send a guy right over. Sent him over, went through the whole 9 yards and everything.
What's that one for? That's not the 75?
Now to be ordained by the town of Camden, Carroll County, Indiana, that there will be an established a local roads and bridge matching fund jump throughs for to which all grant funds, almost 3 local grant matches due and all expenses associated with grants will be expended. And you call them and I promise you the